He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus one should discard attachment to be happy.
Test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife is misfortune. Avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher full of poison with milk on top. Before you start some work, always ask yourselves 3 questions: why I am doing it, what the results might be, and will I be successful? Just as a mirror reflects as a man's face, his personality is reflected in his choice of friends. One must always be careful in forming friendships and acquaintances. God dwells not in the wooden, or stone, or earthen idols. His abode is in our feeling, our thoughts. It is only through the feeling that we deem God existing in these idols. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Knowledge is lost without putting it into practice. A man is lost due to ignorance. An army is lost without a commander. And a woman is lost without a husband. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. Wealth, a friend, a wife, and a kingdom may be regained, but this body when lost may never be acquired again. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendships will never give you any happiness. The one excellent thing that can be learned from a lion is that whatever a man intends doing should be done by him with a wholehearted and strenuous effort. As a single withered tree, if set aflame, causes a whole forest to burn, so does a rascal son destroy a whole family. There is poison in the fang of the serpent, in the mouth of the fly, and in the sting of a scorpion, but the wicked man is saturated with it. Purity of speech, of the mind, of the senses, and of a compassionate heart are needed by one who desires to rise to the divine platform. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the directions of the wind. But the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. Drop the idea that attachment and love are one thing. They are enemies. It is attachment that destroys all love. We should not fret for what is past, nor should we be anxious about the future. Men of discernment deal only with the present moment. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the winds blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. Never reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel keep it secret, being determined to carry it into execution. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. The life of an uneducated man is as useless as the tail of a dog which neither covers its rear end nor protects it from the bites of insects. Accumulated wealth is saved by spending just as incoming fresh water is saved by letting out stagnant water. Those base men who speak of the secret faults of others destroy themselves like serpents that stray onto ant hills. The happiness and peace attained by those satisfied by the nectar of spiritual tranquility is not attained by greedy persons restlessly moving here and there. It is better to die than preserve life by incurring disgrace. The loss of life only pains a moment, but disgrace every day of one's life. We have to make people soft who are hard, to attract those who are far. If they do bad for us, then even considering our aim, we should always love them. There are 3 gems upon this earth: food, water, and pleasing words. Fools consider pieces of rocks as gems. He who is prepared for the future and he who deals cleverly with any situation that may arise are both happy, but the fatalistic man who wholly depends on luck is ruined. A learned man is honored by the people. A learned man commands respect everywhere for his learning. Indeed, learning is honored everywhere. The wise man should restrain his senses like the crane and accomplish his purpose with due knowledge of his place, time, and ability. As long as your body is healthy and under control and death is distant, try to save your soul. When death is imminent, what can you do? Do not inhabit a country where you are not respected, cannot earn your livelihood, have no friends, or cannot acquire knowledge. He who befriends a man whose conduct is vicious, whose vision impure, and who is notoriously crooked, is rapidly ruined. A person who cannot decide his goal, simply cannot win.